That field's all plowed up. We've got thunderstorms coming this morning. Otherwise, I think they'd get that ground worked up. And that is going to be where a lot of the vegetables are planted this year. I actually know that for a fact this time. I wasn't guessing like last time. It'll be exciting working inside the hay barn during the thunderstorms. I'm always kind of excited about that because go back a few months, you'd get wet sitting down there. Now, completely dry, out of the weather. Oh man, is that nice. Now that we're here, we're gonna do some musical chairs, maneuvering things around inside our hay barn here. That way, oh, I hear the thunder. That way everything is where it needs to be. The horse trailer, you know, I don't think it's actually in the way. I think it will be in the way in regards to us wanting to make sure that like it's where we want it to be. So I guess I could hook up to it and turn it around. That would probably be best. So let's do this live. We get rained on, we get rained on. We made it. I can hear the rain hitting the top of the roof right now. Good deal. I'm excited to be down here, hopefully during an intense downpour. I would like to see how everything fares. That ground is drying out very nice. The birds have already started making this a wildlife sanctuary. I mean, it's kind of insane. We put the ridge cap on and immediately they were all extremely excited. So let's get all our tools in order and let's get started putting up the wall, huh? There's just something so peaceful about seeing the horses grazing during a nice morning thunderstorm. They're so happy. So we're pretty much now in the wrap-up period, which is kind of awesome to think about. So now it's time to pack up all the tools and pack up all the supplies that weren't used and get them on back up to the main stable for future jobs and responsibilities. I love a morning thunderstorm. This is nice too. Nice soaking rain, peaceful thunderstorm. Okay, we've gotten to our first board. Some of these boards are all for the new horse stall. That'll be enough musical chairs for now. Whew, it's dark in here. I'm thinking about turning on the generator and getting lights going in here, but I think I can just get used to the darkness. It's not so dark that I can't see or work. Let's see how our gutters are doing. That's awesome. Right down and in. Can you hear the water going through the pipe? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There we go. Now we've got some tripod action. Don't worry, boys. I'll have your running shed ready shortly. What do we got here? 34 inches? Man, it's humid. Almost like it's like raining outside or something. Don't think I should make that joke again, huh? You guys gotta just see this rain. I mean, oh my word, it's so pretty. I can't believe we're down here, we're in the dry, thunderstorms outside, and it's just beautiful outside. Thunder, lightning everywhere, but it's not like disturbing, it's peaceful. The kind that you put on to listen to at night. head out and it's a soaking rain out there. This is definitely testing the gutter system. Oh my word. Oh good, it got all that bird poop off my hood. That's why I parked it that way. Our trench is doing so good. This is so cool to see all the water trying to come in here and then it just disappears into the stones. Anyway, I should probably, you know, get back to work. Ooh, lightning! That felt close. Oh, that's gonna be loud. The horses don't care at all. You see this? They're just living life, man. Wow. It is pouring. Oh my word. It's hard to work with. There's this awesome storm outside. Now let's maintain my focus. That's a bit of a bummer. Ah, man. This pipe, unlike the rest, as you can see, the others are piped directly into the ground. This one's not. And, well, the results are speaking for themselves. Wow. This is why I'm down here. This is why I'm happy to learn. I had a feeling that might be a problem. We are connecting that. It's just we didn't have the parts at this moment. That's a bit of a bummer. Wow, that's a lot of water. I looked out there and there is water just pouring out of the ditch down there. So I took a pick and I went over and I just removed the dirt that had eroded from the hill that, you know, went down into the rocks. And look at all the water just, basically the rainwater was coming in so fast that the ditch just couldn't drain it because it was clogged. It sounds so simple, but all I had to do was go through with a pick and just pick at the dirt at the top, and then boom, all the water just immediately dropped. Look at it, it's gone, all of it's gone. So that's all I needed to do, is just come through and open that up, and then done. That's it. So I think I'll go through with the pickaxe when it's not raining, and I'll just kind of clear all the dirt off the top. Shouldn't be a problem once this hill's planted. The grass will hold all the soil in it, and won't be a problem, and then maybe just once a year I'll have to come through, clean out the stone. I actually think what might work really good is a subsoiler. It's an implement that hooks on the back of the tractor. It's got one giant scarifier, and you just lower it, and you could drive right through this ditch, and it'll just dig up all the stone and scratch the surface to let all that water continue to pour down through. Because it's doing what it's supposed to. The ditch is handling all the water, and then some. I just wish I thought about that as the water was coming in. I didn't really know what to do at that point, so, you know, it is what it is. And it's running all the way down to here before it stopped. Now it stopped, you know, but this soil was already very, very soaked. So now this will be here for a little bit. But we are putting dirt there to level that off to make this higher than out there. So the combination of those two things with the gutter and connecting it actually in, so it's not just, you know, dumping water on top of the ditch, and it's sending it directly down in, because there's no problems on that side of the barn. It's just this side. We're figuring it out. I just had to be down here during an intense rainstorm to kind of get that in my head. Anyway, let's move forward. I feel relieved. I always like knowing what I need to do when I move forward. That actually looks quite nice. Check the level. Spot on. All right. Nail it fast. That nail gun makes short work of this job, I'll tell you what. 19 and 22. Don't let me forget that. I'm so happy that those ditches are working. All that work I put into it, that feels so liberating. Now we're moving right along. Boy, this is just easy. This ain't work. This is just fun. I think we'll have to go up one more yet. Just by the chin of my chinny chin chin. Wunderbar. Needs to withstand a direct kick. Ow! It will. All right, one more board. Good. I need to make some tiny cuts. Beautiful. Next one. Staring at the edge of the water. Never really knowing why. Because water's awesome, Moana. That's why. And voila, one kick-proof wall ready to go. For anyone's curiosity, yes, horses can kick higher, but for the most part, when they are kicking at other horses, they do kick out and they kick down. So, and that is also why this is one continuous solid wall instead of us piecing it into the existing X, which would look very pretty, but not as structurally sound as doing it one solid continuous board. So, very nice. Now we just gotta do the same thing over here. And then once that's in, we gotta check to make sure this whole area is good. I need a little bit of dirt work over there. I've decided we're gonna get some bucket loads of dirt and put it in there, level that side off, and then I'm gonna go get the arena rake, the yard rake, and I'm gonna come through this entire barn and pull all the rocks out. And then once that's done, the barn's ready for hay. You know, obviously me doing the dirt work, what's really nice is we've got a lot of rain in the forecast. So I can kind of keep coming down here and just being like, all right, how's things looking? How's things working? That's wild. You can see how high it got there. I mean, the amount of water that's running down, you know, like that ditch wasn't there. That was some heavy rain that just hit. I also want to resculpt this hill and I need to get this planted. You can see weeds are starting to come up. We want to plant this in a pasture grass mix so that that's ready to go. And then it's just a matter of moving the fence lines so the horses have access to this shelter. And food, because they, you know, come in here and then they can eat. Nom, 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 nom. At least I think that's what they'll do. Anyway, let's get started with the next one. And just like that, we've got that pile cleaned up. Let's get started on this wall. Hey, you have one job, buddy. Stand. What are the odds? Yes! Is very nice, yes? That's wild. Level! I did this side last because I do this side would be easier. Well, I am very pleased with these walls. They've come in quite nice. They're very solid. So we've got a lot done this morning. That's great. Oh man, that's awesome. It is lunchtime. We're gonna head on back to the farm, get some lunch. Then I'll come back here and clean everything up and work out a strategy for finishing up that water issue once and for all. It also has stopped raining. So you can see what I mean. The dirt just washes into the stone. So having that all loosened up is the key here. Hill planted, downspout connected. And then I think we got that problem fixed. About 35 minutes later, after lunch, look how sunny it is out here. Like, what? That's just crazy. Oh, look at all the horses. What's up, boys and girls? That's awesome. All right, so for this afternoon, after sitting inside and talking with the family and my lovely wife, we are going to work on cleaning up the hay barn here, just putting all the tools away, pretty much just kind of leaving it how I found it. And then we're going to take my tractor and we're going down to the blue barn and we're hooking up to the hay tedder. And we're gonna work on getting our hay equipment ready for hay season. They've been slowly working at it at the Veggie Boys, but they are swamped, absolutely swamped with everything that they need to be doing between the greenhouses. Not to mention with how much rain we've been getting, they still need to get the ground prepared, mulch laid, and all their plants in the ground. So they're gonna be very busy when it's, well, time for hay season. So we're gonna get the hay equipment ready to go, and then when the weather, my word, when the weather gets to the point where we are actually a go for mowing hay, then we're a go for mowing hay. So looking at the forecast, we won't be touching actual hay for another week yet, but we're close, we're very close. So we gotta get the hay equipment ready to go. So we'll work on that, and we gotta put a round bale out in the middle field for the horses during feeding time. All right, well, just about before I left, I was looking at everything and I changed my mind. We're getting this open for the horses. I don't see any reason why I can't leave this open as a run-in shed for the horses to at least give them some shelter from the rain. Everything's ready. So yes, today, May 16th, 2025, is the first day that the hay barn is going to be used for one of its two intended purposes. Man, that's exciting. Let's get started, huh? So all we need to do, this is gonna be super simple. Super simple. Since there is going to be a main throughway here, I don't expect there to be much grass growth where the horses are walking. That's kind of a given. So I'm not too worried about the hill here. I feel like the horses are gonna do what they're gonna do. And I don't think any of them are gonna wanna. I mean, maybe Danny, he likes checking things out. Fence is off, by the way. But don't tell the horses that. Nice and soft. Good time to do this. That's one. Now let's go to the other. Champ's slowly coming over. I figured it'd be Danny. Well, there we go. It's official. The horses now have access to come in here and check out the hay barn. I'm just making sure that there's nothing within reach of them just trying to cause problems now. I'm gonna do some tidying up and wow, ain't that something. We're calling for more thunderstorms this afternoon around 4 or 5 o'clock, and we got 3/4 of an inch of rain out of that thunderstorm. So that was a lot of water very quickly. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm happy I was there. My word, we're going to hook up to the tedder. Well, there appears to be a John Deere 6-row corn planter in my way. And then this line is there, and then the rake's behind that. Now, to be fair, this planter is a little outside of the size range for my tractor. But that's okay, we're not filling it up. We're just moving it. That's pretty good. Go forward a hair. Alright, let's see if she can pick her up. That'd be a yes. Oh, that's tight. Wow. Like nothing. That's what we're talking about. Tedder string. Ah, no, not the people. Okay, everything's hooked up. Good. Yeah. Let's roll. Well, I ended up having to move the 130 and the 120 because it got sunny and boy did it get busy. As for this, there's just a few things we need to change. This leg here broke on us last year, and it's been jimmy rigged together. We're gonna fix that officially, and then we're gonna fix these teeth here. We've got 2 brand new teeth, so we'll replace those. So, here we have the old one, and here we have the new one. Here, looks like they're going on like this. On like that. This was on the bottom. This goes through the top. I have a feeling we're going to be tedding a lot this year. This is the machine that conditions. It's part of the conditioning of the hay. It's pretty much the thing that goes right after the disc bind, after you mow it. We'll go through with this machine and then spread it out over the field, let the sun and the wind do their jobs. Sometimes you'll have to do this multiple times. Usually we could do it in one pass. One pass teds it up nice. And then the next day we can go through after the morning dew evaporates off, and we can rake it into windrows and then bale it right after. I don't know why, but this star is receiving a lot of beating. I don't know what's up with that. We have 3 bolts missing underneath, which we replaced, and two of the tines damaged on it. Too early for the thunderstorm, so should be all right. Such a unique design. Oh, it helps if you know, put it through here first. Come on, man. Okay. All right. We are good to go. Let's fire up the tedder. Well, you know, let's pull the tools out of the way first. Now, Daniel already greased this. I can see all the grease on it. But I don't know if you went over and checked the air pressure on the tires. So I'm gonna do that quick. Okay, this machine is pretty good to go. We're gonna go park this, and then we're gonna hook up to the disc bind and do some work on that. Well, change of plans. My mom's arrived. She's feeding horses. We're just about out of round bales here, so I'm gonna hook up to that trailer and go get our hay. I usually do that on Tuesday. And we'll put that round bale up in the middle field. Thinking we're gonna switch things up and put the wagon in the fence line so I don't have to unload it immediately. Let's go see if the horses used their new run-in shed at all. Oh, who do we got? I figured so. Hello, Diego. He's eating that lush good grass right there. Not seeing any hoof prints in here, so they haven't set foot in the barn as of yet. What a productive day. I'm very pleased with our progress. And look at that, just wide open, beautiful access for the horses to come on down should they want to. And shelter from the thunderstorms tonight and the storms moving forward. It's only a matter of time before we actually start putting hay in here and feeding hay for the horses. We've just got the roll-up garage door to put in, a little kinks to work out here and there, and then we're set. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.